Well, like I said, healthcare is a real big issue. We need to make sure that the LSU Medical School stays open. Because if we're not careful, we can have a closure of the medical school the way Christian Shumpert was closed down, and we have a closed emergency room, and all those services are not provided to the community. We have lost jobs, and that's an economic impact there. I don't want to see the LSU Medical School closed because, again, we will have lost jobs. And then we have the loss of increased potentiality of jobs because we won't have our doctors staying in the area. In terms of the Common Core, in terms of education, I think that there's too much, I think Baton Rouge has too much control over our educational curriculum. We need that control back to our school boards. And instead of just making policy and not bringing other people to the table, as a state representative, I would always listen to all sides. Even if we don't agree, listen to all sides. And also would listen to people and see what they have to say and see if we can set legislation that works for as many people as possible. So I think part of the problem in Baton Rouge is that our legislators, including one in my district, doesn't listen, to their constituents. And even the ones who don't agree with them won't listen, and it's dismissive. And I don't think that's proper and appropriate for a public servant. I think that we should listen and see what we can agree upon and see how many people that can benefit. I'm very, pro small business. I mean, I live in St. Charles Place area, which is off of Norris Ferry. So we have this Providence development that's happening very, very fast, and definitely support those businesses. I could be consumed by pizza there, do my dry cleaning there. I have an account at Red River Bank there. I mean, that's a very direct, you're very welcome. It's a very direct way to support small businesses. And I know that another thing that's an issue that is upsetting and very emotional is about increasing the minimum wage. Now, I am in support of that up until for $10 an hour. Polls have showed that in my district, like 90% of people support the increase of the minimum wage up to $10. And I think statewide, about 71% of Louisianans support the increase in minimum wage. Now, with that in mind, it should be gradual, stepwise, and definitely with close conference with the small business owners so that everybody has a voice in that table and say this is what we can do to move Shreveport forward and Louisiana forward.